What's going on, guys? Welcome on back. It is Monday, August 18th. We got a 13-game Major League Baseball slate on tap for today. Real quick, a recap of yesterday. Sunday, more nonsense we dealt with. It was an identical day to Friday that we just had. We go 6-9 on our money line / spread picks, our solo money line bets. We go 6-9 on them. 3 games below 500. I have 2 middle fingers this weekend. One for the Astros, one for the Guardians. They killed us all weekend. The only team that held us down and did us any good this weekend was the Rockies. So shout out to the Rockies. So like I said, we go 6-9 on our money line / spread picks. We do go 12-3 on our solo over-under bets. So we clean up on our over-unders again. But just another mediocre day, to be honest with you. But you guys already know the rules. We take the good with the bad. It's on to the next one. 13 games on tap for today. Tons of money to be made. Guys, look for my play of the day today. The one game I'm going to recommend to you more than any. Also at the end of the videos, our 4 parlay plays of the day. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright guys, first game up of the day. You know what, before I even jump into it, I forgot to mention this in the intro. Today's video, because I had to go to work last night, I was only able to research 7 games. So this video today is going to consist of my 7 favorite games I selected. I was able to research fully, but now that I'm back home, I'm going to check over a few other games I didn't look at, throw some extra plays down in the pinned comments. So please check the pinned comments. I'm going to have some plays down there. With all of that being said, our first game up, 2 o'clock start. We got the Chicago Cubs taking on the Milwaukee Brewers at Wrigley Field today. This is a doubleheader being played. The game 1 is at 2 o'clock. Game 2 is at 8 o'clock tonight. In game 1, the 2 o'clock start, Freddie Peralta on the mound for the Brewers. He's 14-5 with a 2.90 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Horton on the mound for the Cubs. He's 7-3 with a 3.07 ERA. Looking at the right-handed pitcher Horton on the mound for the Cubs, he's been very good of late. Last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 2.75. Looking at Freddie Peralta on the other hand, he's been dominant all season. On top of that, he's seen this Cubs team 3 times this year. In those 3 games against the Cubs, his record, he's 2-1. The only thing, he has a 4.90 ERA in those 3 games. The only caveat we got to look at here, when Freddie Peralta saw those Cubs, that was consisting of the end of May, mid-June, and early July. During that stretch of 35 games, the Cubs were batting .278 as a team. In the last 20 days, this Chicago Cubs team is batting .212 as a team. They've been terrible offensively. Since the month of August began, they're one of the worst offenses in the majors. With all of that being said, in this game today, the 2 o'clock start, the bookmakers have the Brewers as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, you know what? I'm wrong. The game total is set at 8, and I like the over in this one. I apologize for that. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, we're playing Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers. On to the pitching props now. I'm taking Freddie Peralta, and I'm playing him to go over his line in this game, over 6.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, moving on along. We got the Blue Jays in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. Gausman on the mound for the Blue Jays. He's 8-9 with a 3.79 ERA. Paul Skeens on the mound for Pittsburgh. He's 7-9 with a 2.13 ERA. This is one of the few times all season I've seen where Paul Skeens is on the mound for Pittsburgh, and the bookmakers do not have them as the betting odd favorites. In this game today, they have the Blue Jays as the betting odd favorites, and for very good reason. Looking at this Blue Jays team, the last 20 games they've played, they're batting .300 as a team. Then we look at this Pirates team. We know they struggle offensively. They do play better offensively in their home games though. But when we look at Gausman, the starting pitcher for the Blue Jays, his last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 2.30. He's been in very good form of late. I don't trust neither of these bullpens. This Blue Jays bullpen has been very streaky, but the Pirates bullpen is still one of the worst bullpens in the majors. Paul Skeens has a negative .500 record for a reason. They do not give him run support in a lot of his games. In this matchup today, the Blue Jays are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 7, and I like the over in this one. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm going to take 1 Blue Jay, and that's for show to have the 2 total in today's ball game. On to the pitching props now. I'm taking Paul Skeens to go under his line today, under 6.5 strikeouts. All right, moving on along, guys. We got the Seattle Mariners in Philly taking on the Phillies. The right-handed pitcher Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners here today. He's 3-4 with a 3.31 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Suarez on the mound for the Phillies. He's 8-6 with a 3.28 ERA. In this game today, we're looking at Suarez. He started off the season amazing, but by his standards, he's been getting roughed up of late. In his last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 3.80. But we look at Gilbert on the other side, the starting pitcher for the Mariners here. This is going to be a road start for him. In his 7 road starts this season, he has an ERA of 5.22. Then we look at this Seattle Mariners team offensively. In their last 20 games, they're batting just .220 as a unit. This Philadelphia Phillies team is one of the best offensive home teams in the majors. In their home games this year, they're batting .273 as a team. Also, as of today, the Phillies come in with the highest batting average of any team in the majors versus right-handed pitching. They're batting .255 versus righties this season, first in the majors. When I look at the books today, the bookmakers do have the Seattle Mariners as the betting odd favorites, and I'm playing the home dogs. Give me the Philadelphia Phillies here on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and I like the over in this game. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm taking 1 Philly here. Give me Kyle Schwarber. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Suarez of the Phillies to go over his line, over 5.5 strikeouts today. Alright guys, this next game up will be our play of the day, our game of the day. The one game today I'm going to recommend to you more than any. We got the Los Angeles Dodgers in Colorado taking on the Rockies. The right-handed pitcher Yamamoto on the mound for the Dodgers. He's 10-8 with a 2.84 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Kyle Freeland on the mound for the Rockies. He's 3-12 with a 5.18 ERA. In this game today, I'm looking at Yamamoto. His last 5 starts, he gave up 7 runs to the Giants, 8 runs to the Twins, 9 runs to the Reds, 6 runs to the Rays, and then 6 runs to the Angels. In Yamamoto's last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 7.55. Then we look at this Colorado Rockies team. Since the month of August began, they're batting .270 as a team. Kyle Freeland has been a bit better in his last few starts. His ERA has dropped from the overall 6.58 down in his last 5 starts to 5.10. Still terrible, but, by Rockies standards, that's good. All of that being said, to say this, in this game today, the Dodgers are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Colorado Rockies on the money line. The game total is set at 11, and I like the over in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm playing 1 Dodger, 1 Rocky. Give me Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers, Beck of the Rockies, both to have 2 total bases in today's ball game. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Yamamoto to go over his line, over 5.5 strikeouts. Alright, on after that, guys, we got the Cincinnati Reds on the road in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. The right-handed pitcher Brady Singer on the mound for the Reds. He's 10-9 with a 4.31 ERA. The right-handed pitcher Metaros is on the mound for the Angels. He's no wins, no losses with a 5.63 ERA. In this game today, I'm looking at the Cincinnati Reds team who struggles on the road offensively this season. They do hit much better in their home games. They're batting just .237 in their road games this season. Then I look at Brady Singer. He's been good of late, but in his road starts, I should say, he's struggled this year. In over 12 road starts this season, he has an ERA of 6.15. Then my big deciding factor in this game today is both of these bullpens. In the last week, the Reds bullpen has been blowing a lot of games in the last 7 days. In the last 7 games, I should say, the Cincinnati Reds bullpen has an ERA of 5.63. Looking at this Angels bullpen, which had been one of the worst bullpens all season, their last 10 games, they have an ERA of 2.79. In this game today, the bookmakers have the Reds as the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the home dogs. Give me the Los Angeles Angels on the money line. The game total is set at 9, and I like the over in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm taking 1 Angel here. Give me Zach Neto. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Singer of the Reds to go over his line, over 5.5 strikeouts today. Alright guys, on after that, we got an NL West matchup starting up here. The San Francisco Giants in San Diego taking on the Padres. The left-handed pitcher Robbie Ray on the mound for the Giants. 9-6, 2.98 ERA. The left-handed pitcher Nestor Cortez on the mound for the Padres. He's 1-1 with a 5.71 ERA. In this game today, I'm looking at both of these teams. They struggle offensively, but the San Francisco Giants offense bottom 5 in the league. Then when we look at the Giants numbers versus left-handed pitching this year, granted, Nestor Cortez is not good, but this Giants team hits no left-handed pitchers. For the season, they're batting just .215 versus lefties. Then our big deciding factor in this game today is the San Diego Padres bullpen. As of today, August 18th, for the season, their combined ERA in the bullpen is 2.99, the best in the majors. All of that being said to say this today, we do like the Padres, who the odd makers have as the betting odd favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total is set at 7.5, and we like the over in this one today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm playing 1 Padre. That's Jackson Merrill. On to the pitching props now. We're taking Robbie Ray of the Giants to go under his line today, under 5.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, moving on along, we got the Cleveland Guardians in Arizona taking on the Diamondbacks. The right-handed pitcher Williams on the mound for the Guardians. He's 7-4 with a 3.38 ERA. The Diamondbacks have not listed the official opener for this game, but they have said it will be a bullpen day today for the Diamondbacks. All of that being said to say this. Yesterday's game against the Rockies, Arizona in Colorado, we played the Rockies and they hit for us. Off of the strength that it was a bullpen day for the Diamondbacks still have one of the worst bullpens in the majors. It's going to happen here again today. It's going to be a bullpen day. The Diamondbacks bullpen on the season has an ERA of 5.23. Then I look at Williams, the starting pitcher for the Guardians here. He's 7-4 with a 3.38 ERA on the year, but in his last 5 starts, he has an ERA of 2.90. Then I look at this Cleveland Guardians team. They're a bit streaky offensively. They're just batting .215 in their last 7 days, so that is a bit of a worry. But I do think the Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen being as terrible as they are, they will get hit up. All of that being said to say this today, the Guardians are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them on the run line. The game total is set at 9, and I'm taking the under in this game today. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, I'm taking 1 Guardian. That's Stephen Kwan. On to the pitching props now. I'm playing Williams of the Guardians, and I'm playing him to go over his line, over 4.5 strikeouts. Alright guys, final game of the day we'll be reviewing here in the video. We got the Milwaukee Brewers in Chicago taking on the Cubs. Game 2 of their doubleheader, 8 o'clock start. We have Chad Patrick on the mound for the Brewers in this one, Talion on the mound for the Cubs in this game. In this game, I'm looking at something that gives me a slight lean towards the Cubs. It's not a big lean towards the Cubs in the second game. It's when I look at both of these lineups versus these pitchers, the exact matchups. Talion has good numbers versus these Brewers players in the past. Also, when we look at the Brewers numbers versus a right-handed pitcher who throws Talion's pitching arsenal, has Talion's pitch mix, they do not have good numbers. And then it's the opposite when we look at this the Chicago Cubs team versus Chad Patrick, a right-handed pitcher's numbers that throws his pitch mix. They have very good numbers on the year. Granted, it's not a big lean for the simple fact that the Cubs offense has just been terrible of late. In the second game today, the bookmakers do have the Cubs as the betting odd favorites, and we're rolling with them. Give me the Chicago Cubs here on the money line. The game total is set at 9 in this one, and I like the under. For the hitting props, 2 total bases, give me Kyle Tucker of the Cubs here. On to the pitching props now. I'm taking Talion of the Cubs to go over his line, over 4.5 strikeouts today. Alrighty guys, before we get up out of here, our 4 parlay plays of the day. We start off with our first one. It's a 5-leg game parlay. Our first play will be the Detroit Tigers on the money line. We follow that up with the Astros Tigers game total going over 8.5 total runs. And we wrap it up with the Red Sox, Cincinnati Reds, and Cleveland Guardians all on the money line. All 5 legs. $5 bet pays $110. On after that, guys, we have another 5-leg game parlay where we start off with the Toronto Blue Jays on the money line. We follow it up with the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line, the Colorado Rockies on the money line, the Seattle Mariners, Philadelphia Phillies, game total going over 7.5 total runs. And we wrap it up with the San Diego Padres on the money line. All 5 legs, $5 bet, pays $140. All right, on after that, guys, we have our 2 home run parlay plays of the day. We start off with our first one. It's a 3-leg home run parlay. Our first play will be Jose Altuve of the Astros. We follow it up with Jose Ramirez of the Cleveland Guardians, and we wrap it up with Beck of the Colorado Rockies. All 3 gentlemen, dollar bet pays $130. On after that, we have another 3-leg home run parlay, our final parlay play of the day. We start off with Ellie De La Cruz of the Cincinnati Reds. We follow that up with Kyle Tucker of the Chicago Cubs in the 8 o'clock game 2 of their doubleheader. And we wrap it up with Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers. All 3 gentlemen, dollar bet, pays $80 flat. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. Miserable Mondays, back to the nonsense. I hope we all can make some money today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.